Ever since our dance with Darth Angral, I felt different. Good different. No more Emperor in my head. Sick creep was dragging me down, holding me back. Being free from that? Nifty.
What the Emperor did to you was wrong, and he'll never do it again.
All that time he stole. Years I could have been... me. Sad thing is, there's plenty more people out there still under the Emperor's thumb.
The Emperor won't be enslaving anyone for much longer. That's a promise.
I'll give you this. You're consistently on task. We've still got a galaxy to save. Let's get back to it.
Wanted to talk? I trust you, T7. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad. Don't worry about it, little fella. I thought you had some dark, terrible secret. Nobody's perfect, T7. You may have misjudged Shafu's character, but you can't beat yourself up over it. Something's on your mind. What is it?
Jovicho, ajo pania Maria yoda, rokana kara reyam checheim, avadukamya karechi. Akayam, opakaya kimata, samajikava svaro da baharo chikichichia, kokasa otomnati.
Did you do something to make your people be afraid?
Akayam, opakaya kimata, samajikava svaro da baharo chikichichia, kokasa otomnati. Amia, kasana, mandi darete tutuchije, sodi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota. Timana kasamuya turdasa, unde kito jamana sodo onkastara, bartuchimi memimita rastita, tiano yavi, buenaka, patolo yakonia.
You never quit, do you? I guess that's why we get along so well.
Peka jamina, padobage banya kadoto. Eka biatinia atarita la bobeka jime, jimine karana kite juto da mi mata, no pakora, anuni sela. Ano jovicho, ajo pania Maria yoda, rokana kara reyam checheim, avadukamya karechi.
You won't fight alone. Even if the Republic falls, the Jedi will never surrender to the dark side.
Peka jamina, padobage banya kadoto. Wichovi, kisaka paksi kayaka sambaleza ate pachi wicho pesio sakato jayar karosum.
Know what gets me? Wasting all our time blowing up bad guys. Imagine how much better the galaxy would be if we focused on helping the needy, not fighting Sith.
Until the Sith are defeated, there's only so much we can do.
Not arguing that, just planning for the future. It's time Jedi got political. Letting senators run the Republic? Not working out. We get the big picture, have the power to make things better. We should have control. Tell me I'm wrong.
The Force is for knowledge and defense, never to attack or rule others.
Not saying we'd be dictators. There'd be elections, which we'd win because we're better. No point running for office until the war's over. Let's go win it already.
You wanted to see me? Shafu knew how valuable this information was. He went to extreme lengths to protect it. It's no wonder you're struggling. What was your mission? Who or what are the Ganoheridan? Ambassador may have resigned, but you saved his life. You're a hero, T7.
The Force is with you, now and always.
Master Orgus?
His power is growing. Only you can stop him. You must go to Tatooine.
Stop who? Why Tatooine?
A starship crashed in a desert canyon. Use the Force. Find it.
Who were you talking to? The holocom's not even on.
This is crazy, but Master Orgus was standing right there. He spoke to me.
He's not alive like that, T7. Master Quix once told me powerful Jedi can live on through the Force after they die. Not a social call, then. What did Master Orgus say to you?
There's a crashed starship in a canyon on Tatooine. I can almost see it in my head.
Then hold that thought. Next stop, Tatooine.
I know your face. The one who defeated Darth Angral. The hero of Tython.
That's Heroes of Tython. I fought Darth Angral too.
My mission was a secret. No one knew where I was. How did you find me?
The spirit of my dead master, Orgus Din, sent me here. He said you needed help.
Thank the Force, and your master. I thought I was dead. Under the circumstances, I think we had better contact my superiors. It almost repaired my holo before the Sith ambushed me.
Jomar! Where are you?
Masters, I completed my mission, but Sith assassins shot down my vessel over Tatooine. The spirit of Master Orgus Din sent my rescuer. I believe you know her.
The Force wants our mission to succeed, Master SWTOR. This is proof.
I knew she was the nexus of our fates, but events are transpiring faster than I foresaw.
You foresaw this? Then tell me what's happening.
This is not the time or place for such revelations.
Jomar, a medical shuttle is en route. Before it arrives, give your rescuer the sensor logs you recorded.
Bring us those logs immediately. We'll explain everything when you're on Typhon.
This burden is now yours. Guard it with your life. Go. Hurry.
This area's dangerous. I'll stay until the medical shuttle arrives.
What I've given you cannot wait. We'll meet again on Tython. May the Force be with you.
I brought the sensor logs, Master Satele.
I'm sure you have many questions. Master Tol Braga will answer them.
It's good to finally meet you in person. They say you're the greatest Jedi the Order has seen in generations. I believe the Force has guided you to me. Together, we'll defeat the Empire.
I'm good with a lightsaber, but that's an awful lot of work.
If Master Braga has his way, you won't need weapons.
I'm organizing a top-secret strike team of our best and brightest, Jedi who don't know the meaning of failure. Twice, you've saved the Jedi Order from destruction. Bengalmore and Darth Engel were formidable opponents. Now I ask you to confront the ultimate evil and help me capture the Sith Emperor.
The Emperor is the most powerful Sith. What if we can't capture him?
Then we will do what is necessary to remove him.
Killing the Emperor only creates a power vacuum. My plan will end the Sith Empire forever. There's an ancient fortress orbiting the Imperial homeworld, Dromund Kaas. It's hidden by a powerful cloaking device.
The Emperor rules his people from this cloaked fortress. Not even the highest-ranking Sith can find him.
But we're going to locate that fortress, get inside it, and seize the Emperor.
If there's a way to achieve these goals, we must find it.
We've already made great strides toward our objective.
The man you saved on Tatooine scouted the Dromund Kaas system. His sensor logs will help us plan this assault.
We'll plot a hyperspace route through the Imperial Navy's defenses. Slip right past them.
Other members of my strike team are uncovering ways to pierce the cloaking device and defeat the security around the Emperor's fortress. I could use your expertise on Balmorra. The Empire and Republic are at war there, and the fighting has endangered our mission.
Open war on Balmorra? When did this happen?
The invasion just began. Balmorra belonged to the Republic before the Sith conquered it during the last war. Now the Republic wants it back.
We've placed great responsibility on you, but I know you won't fail us.
Contact your fellow strike team member Warren SWTOR when you reach Balmorra. He'll explain the mission. We're going to save the galaxy. May the Force be with us.
Need a timeout. Got something on Nar Shaddaa that can't wait. Some old friends are in a tight spot. Promised I'd help. Simple delivery, done in a jiff.
You've never mentioned having friends.
I was popular before I joined the Jedi. Now I'm really popular. Nar Shaddaa has lots of refugees. And the Hutts, not known for their charity. People are starving. My friends don't need anything fancy, just med packs and nutrient paste. Stuff I can easily provide.
We'll set course for Nar Shaddaa as soon as possible.
Swell. They're already expecting us. Get me to my friends and I'll handle the rest.
Kira, you're here.
And bearing gifts. How's everyone holding up?
Better now. Can't believe it's really you. A Jedi. You're so different.
Kira's more than a Jedi. She's a hero.
You must be Kira's master. It's an honor. I still remember that little girl, bundling up in extra layers of clothing, trying to look bigger and tougher than she was.
Hey, it worked. Add enough layers and nobody knows who you are.
You were protecting yourself. From what?
Refugees become victims real easy, but not me.
Enoch, distribute the food and medicine. Our people have waited long enough. Go now. This famine, your fault. Our people suffer because of the slaughter you committed in our name. The Urkasags.
Who is this man? What's he talking about?
Name's Darshin. Been the leader here forever. We have differences. Urkasags were bad news. Made us their personal entertainment. Robbed, killed, and worse. For fun. I paid the gang a private visit. Asked them nicely to back off. Things got ugly. Gangsters died.
You butchered the Urkasags. Made a public spectacle of their deaths and spread terror in our name. Everyone fears us.
If what he says is true, you did more than defend yourself.
Only thing gangsters understand is big, nasty violence. It worked. They leave my friends alone now.
Our reputation frightens away those who could help us. Yet desperate people continue to seek refuge here. We can't provide for everyone.
I'll get more supplies to you. I protect my people.
No. Enoch was wrong to bring you back here. Your presence does more harm than good.
Beggars can't be choosers. Should your people suffer because you're angry with Kira? What she did was wrong, but it doesn't mean you should turn away her help.
I'll make it up to you, Darshan. Promise.
Your promises mean nothing to me.
Everyone's so excited you're here, Kira. They want to say thanks. Can you stay a while?
Not this time, but I'll be back. Take care of each other until then. Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Urkasags, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
Your obligations wouldn't have ended there. They'd have asked much worse things from you.
Know it now, knew it then. Still considered joining them. Had the Force and Sith training to use it. Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Urkasags. Ironic.
The Force is generated by living things. Jedi should never grow comfortable with death. Master Satele once told me we should reflect on the lives we take. Have you ever done that?
I don't think about it much. Gives me bad dreams. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary.
I knew you'd come through, T7. Any idea if this Imperial spy is still active? I'm sensing a pattern here, T7.
Master Braga told me you were coming. Warren Sidoru. A pleasure. I'm grateful for your assistance. The situation is growing desperate. The Republic picked an unfortunate time to drive the Empire off Balmorra. It's made our team's mission that much harder.
Military reinforcements ought to make our job easier, not harder.
My strengths lie in observation, subtlety, and negotiation. Not exactly welcome talents on the battlefield. Balmorra is home to the largest weapon manufacturing plants in the galaxy. Half the munitions used in the last war originated on this world. The Empire develops horrific new instruments of destruction here. Balmorra's creations have killed countless innocents.
Even from orbit, I feel the death and darkness pervading this planet.
Balmorra's despair is palpable, but we must work through it. We've learned the Empire has a cloaking device prototype at one of Balmorra's advanced weapon factories. It's the same technology hiding the Emperor's fortress. If we obtain that cloaking device prototype, we can understand how it works, develop a way to see through it.
How did the Empire develop cloaking device technology?
They didn't. Intelligence indicates the prototype is alien in design. Possibly Rakata or Greed. Finding the cloaking device prototype is almost impossible thanks to the invasion. We need experienced native guides to sort through the chaos. Balmorra has a well-established civilian resistance. Their spy network's knowledge of the Empire would be invaluable.
Your tone indicates there's a complication.
War breeds chaos, chaos breeds confusion, and confusion breeds mistrust. Unfortunately, the Resistance doesn't trust the Republic. Despite my best negotiations, they remain uncooperative.
Can't say I blame them. The Empire's driven us off this planet twice already, leaving the Resistance holding the bag.
Republic Command just intercepted a distress call. A Resistance medical facility is about to be overrun. I'd go, but an Imperial armor column's in my way. I need you to save that medical facility.
I'll break that siege. Where am I going?
I'm sending the medical facility's location. I don't know what you'll be facing there, but do whatever you must to save the Resistance fighters. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to detain you, Master Jedi, but this is an emergency. We're trying to break an Imperial occupation on Balmorra, but the Republic's got no ground, no resources, and right now, no chance.
The Republic's made up of worlds that didn't have a chance.
History hasn't exactly been repeating itself lately. The stakes are too high here. Balmorran factories produce the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Possess them, win any war you want. The Republic must retake Balmorra, but we need reinforcements.
Is Balmorra a complete war zone?
We've managed to make a beachhead in a place called Bugtown that the Empire overlooked. Commander Maydean requested all reinforcements see him at Republic headquarters. Can he expect you?
I believe the Empire's worn out their welcome.
From the stories I hear, I think the Balmorran people would agree. I'll inform the Commander. You'd better get on board. Good luck.
Lieutenant Hollis told me he'd found the best help in the galaxy, but I wasn't expecting a Jedi. I'm Commander Maydean. We both know why you're here, so I'll lay out the details. The Empire's taking control of Balmorra's satellite defense system. It's only a matter of time before they find Bugtown and blast us out of this swamp.
That's one powerful satellite.
The satellites detect enemies, and orbiting turbo lasers blast them apart. The Empire's got us cornered. As long as they have that satellite system, they're going to keep Balmorra. But if we could get control of the satellite system, we could turn it on the Empire and even the score.
How do you plan to accomplish this?
My best agent managed to gather some intel, but he never made it back. His ship was shot down. I need someone to enter Imperial territory, find Agent Jago's downed ship, and recover the intel.
How do you know the Empire doesn't already have it?
If the Empire has cracked Agent Jago's encryption, we'd be hearing about it elsewhere. Trust me. Use this decryptor to verify the intel's contents. Then contact me through the comm station at the shuttle pad.
If your agent's alive, I'll find him.
I've seen the satellite system at work. Nothing gets past it. I'll wait for your comm call. Good luck up there.
Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone read me? Comms blocked that blasted satellite. Wasn't enough to shoot me down. The Empire's on the ground already. They'll search the ship and find the intel. I'm blasting the intel out with the garbage. That ought to keep the Imperials busy. Intel's away. I'm going down.
Commander Maydean, I've recovered your intel. The agent didn't make it.
Even so, that's the best news I've gotten in a while. There's enough data here to build another satellite system. It's all in Balmorran shorthand. Looks like the system's operated by the Hawkeye techs. The Hawkeyes are the best technicians on Balmorra. To control the satellite system, we'll need their help.
How do we know they'll want to help?
I doubt the occupations made them warm to the Empire. Most of the Hawkeyes are stationed at the satellite control tower, but there's one we might be able to reach. Ian Sarkis. I recognize the name. He's young, but brilliant. Bit of a wisecracker.
A Jedi learns to clear the mind of all distractions.
I'm more worried that he'll distract the Empire. Sarkis works at a well-armed auxiliary satellite station used to spy on the locals. There's an armory on site, and plenty of Imperial troops. He reports to one of the Empire's best, Admiral Rezair. No wonder they've got control.
That sounds like first-hand experience talking.
Fighting the Admiral's like going up against a Durasteel wall. I don't advocate wholesale slaughter, but this whole plan goes belly up if Admiral Rezair finds out. Do what you have to, and get Sarkis back to the shuttle pad. He'll tell us where to go from there.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
I'll be standing by.
How do I change the power pack? Master Jedi, you probably think guns are barbaric, but can you show me how to use this? I'm taking the fight to those Imperial scumbags. I owe it to my squadron.
Looks like you'll shoot yourself in the foot before you can do anything useful.
Maybe you're right. I mean, I only just got my stripes, but I have to do something. Now they're salvaging our flyers' databanks. They've got our weapons specs, orders, briefings, everything. I have to get those databanks back and take out those guns. Trouble is, the place is guarded by shock troops. Real hardcore fighters.
You're not experienced enough for a mission this dangerous. Let me take your place.
I don't know. I really want to do something to stick it to the Empire. But maybe you're right. There's more chance of success if you do it. Then I can get back up in my fighter. Just hurry. The Empire will fight to the last breath to keep those databanks. If they manage to decode them, mine won't be the last dead squadron.
Ian Sarkis?
Point that thing someplace else, and I'll answer. Guess you must need me or the satellite system pretty bad.
I need you to get me control of the satellite system.
I'd consider that fair trade for a rescue. The Empire hasn't paid me since they took over. But if Admiral Rezair discovers you attacked this post just to get me out, he'll know the Republic's up to something. We'll have to make a few stops first so I can cover our tracks.
Smart thinking.
I've met Admiral Rezair. I'd like to avoid doing that again. Just get me where I need to go. I'll do the rest.
Sergeant Jolas, I have the databanks, and all gun batteries are down.
That means I can get back up in the air again. Plus, I managed to pick off a few Imperials.
Hopefully this is the start of a distinguished career.
I'll sure try my best. With those guns out of the way, we can get the fleet operational again. Payback time.
I was starting to get worried. There's a lot of Imperial movement going on up there.
Sarkis sabotaged a few things to keep them busy.
Ian Sarkis, sir. I left the Empire a few thank you presents for their hospitality.
That's our man. Can you get us control of Balmora's satellite system?
Not exactly, but I can't shut it down, that's for sure.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I can get you one unauthorized command. Then the system will lock up, and it'll take the Hawkeyes weeks to detangle it.
That'll have to be enough. How do we make this happen?
The hack needs to be planted in the satellite control tower's main computers, right where Admiral Rizair and his men are stationed.
Does the Admiral have any other defenses?
Just his track record. Even in defeat, he always manages to strike the last blow.
Once the fight's over, just insert this disk into the main control console. It'll upload the hack. I need to get to a computer. Thanks again for the rescue.
Taking down Admiral Rizair and his men is a tall order. Are you sure you're up to it?
I'll keep my lightsaber ready.
Sarkis and I will wait for your signal. We'll be ready.
Enough. This ends here. The Republic should have used you better, Jedi. Healing the injured or escorting refugees? Such a waste.
You forced the Republic off Balmora once. It won't happen again.
The Jedi does not appreciate my offer of mercy. The Empire controls Balmora. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmora will suffer for it.
With the Empire gone, Balmora will thrive.
As if we would leave it to you before destroying it.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
It's just me, and a bunch of dead Imperials.
Odd. The Hawkeyes don't leave their posts, unless it's to help nice people like you. Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No. This can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Rizair's orders.
Stay calm. Where would the Admiral do this?
I can use the satellite system to locate their position. These orders are less than an hour old. If you hurry...
Sarkis, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroy our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
If the Hawkeyes are still alive, I'll save them.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry.
You saved us. I didn't think anyone knew we were here. The Imperials were gonna use us for target practice. We owe you one.
Get yourself somewhere safe.
We're gonna run until there's no more Imperial flags. Thank you again.
Welcome back. The satellite system's down and the battle's over. I've been in some intense ops before, but that... let's just say Bugtown never looked so good. We're holding the Empire back by the skin of our teeth. Freeing captive civilians wouldn't have been my choice.
I made the only choice I could as a Jedi.
But what's right isn't always what's best. Either way, we'd likely be standing in a bombed-out mess if it wasn't for you. You've got my thanks.
There's a lot of Balmora left. What's your next move?
Get into more populated areas. Start contacting the locals. Our next major offensive is Imperial headquarters in the city of Sobrik. There's a sizable Balmoran resistance set up nearby. Beck Talrot, the resistance leader, requested our aid, but the satellite system kept us from answering. I'd like to send you.
What's the Resistance planning?
They claim they can bring down Sobrik's defenses. They need someone skilled to lead the way. I'll let Beck know you're heading in that direction. He'll be waiting. I've got to get back to troop deployment. I'm certain we'll cross paths again.
Okay, this time we'll sneak in through the... Ow! Treat the wound. Don't poke at it like an impatient Jawa.
Sorry, sir. We've got company.
Oh, hello there. I'm, Sergeant Carnes. This here's Private Anlin. We're trying to recover some Imperial intel, preferably without getting shot. Again.
Do you need medical attention?
I took a couple grazes, and I think poor Anlin may have singed both his whiskers. Command sent us to retrieve data recorders from crashed Imperial starships. They contain valuable intel on the Empire's planetary defenses.
This is insane, sir. Why should we keep risking our necks when we have a Jedi right here?
You seem to think these recorders are worth dying for.
It could be the works. Imperial fleet positioning, clearance codes, battery placement. Maybe Anlin's right. That information could help the Republic fleet establish a solid foothold on Balmora. Bring us one step closer to liberating the planet. I'm not leaving here without those recorders. But we simply aren't equipped to get past those lunatics. Can you get them?
You two rest here. I'll handle this.
I hate to have someone else fight my battles for me. I appreciate this.
Major, I really wish you'd think again.
I appreciate you patching up my men, Doctor. But there's a reason civilians aren't looked to for military advice. You, however, are just what the Doctor ordered, so to speak. The Imperials are sitting on key targets, and my entire platoon's been poisoned.
Are your men going to be all right?
They're a few shades greener than healthy, but they should pull through, the ones who survived.
The Imperials have turned the surrounding region into a toxic sinkhole. The vapors have been downing us.
The Empire dumped a whole mess of herbicides when they first invaded. Ruined an entire season's worth of crops.
Yeah, right. Crops. Anyway, any troops I send are rendered helpless by the toxins before they're picked off by Imperial patrol droids.
Imperials normally kill people, not crops.
Take away our will by taking away our food. Turns out the toxin was nastier than they thought.
Fortunately, we've cooked up a formula that'll burn those toxins out of the ground.
You'll get rid of the toxins, all right, and destroy the soil in the process. These farmlands are some of the most fertile on Balmora. The harvests are sold all over the planet. People will starve without them.
You're supposed to protect these people, not fight a war at their expense.
Their crops are useless now anyway, unless there's suddenly a market for contaminated produce.
I know it's risky, but if you can get me samples of the toxins, I should be able to develop a workable vaccine for our soldiers.
We don't have time to play scientist. I need your help dispensing the formula we have. I can count on you, right?
I'm with the Doctor on this one. Let's make that vaccine.
I was starting to think the Republic had lost all sense. Thank you. I'll need several soil samples. Also, the toxin may cause some unpleasant side effects, so work quickly.
Then if we can hit the power... looks like you've got your reinforcements.
Master Jedi, I'm honored you're willing to take up our cause. I'm Beck Talrot, and this is Colonel Marek. We welcome anyone who's willing to fight for a free Balmora. I requested backup because we've set our sights on the city of Sobrik. It's currently Imperial headquarters.
What happened to Sobrik's citizens?
The Empire destroyed everything Balmoran and covered the city with their blasted red banners. Colonel Marek is the most decorated officer in the Balmoran militia, and our man inside the Empire.
Our best bet into Sobrik is an aerial assault, landing in the spaceport and surprising them.
Our transport's an old Republic model. She can carry enough men to challenge the Empire.
But the spaceport shield disables any non-Imperial craft, and all the false promises in the galaxy won't deactivate it.
Balmora's not a safe place to fly.
When you're welcome, it's safe enough. When you're not, well, you can see why everyone's fighting over it.
We've gotten our hands on the Troida Disruptor, a prototype weapon that could break through Sobrik's shield.
The Empire has fail-safes in place, and the Troida Disruptor will only work for a few minutes. Luckily, that's all we need.
But activating it requires enough power to launch a Star Destroyer, and we don't have it.
The only thing that's got that kind of juice is Sobrik's power grid, the largest set of generators on Balmora.
Tampering with these generators might get some unwanted attention.
The men will be armed for the assault on Sobrik. If the Empire decides to bring a fight here first, we'll be ready.
Now, the Empire, anticipating an attack, has positioned fully armed garrisons at each generator.
If you can get past them and siphon power from the generators, we can activate the Troida Disruptor and break through Sobrik's shield.
Ready your men. I'll have that power when you need it.
I'll monitor the power grid from here and contact you when everything's in place. Good luck.
Stay down. Lightsaber jerk.
We have control of Sobrik's power grid, diverting power to the Troida Disruptor. That's it. Transferring you to Beck Tower. Sobrik's shield will only be down for a few minutes, so make it quick.
The Troida Disruptor is activated. Sobrik's spaceport shield is breaking down. I can't thank you enough.
You can thank me later. Let's get Sobrik back.
You'll be the hero of Balmora when we win Sobrik. I promise you. I'm impressed. Those garrisons were tough, and I should know. I was forced to design them. Beck's got good men, but they're not fighters like you and me. They'll need your help to retake the city. Enter Sobrik through the main gates. Fight through the Empire and make your way to the spaceport from there.
The Resistance looks up to you. Keep them going till I get there.
I won't lose, Sobrik. Not this time. See you inside.
You've lost, Beck. Your men are dead and your ship's in flames.
What? How did you do this to us?
Here come your reinforcements. Ask them if you don't believe me.
You're standing with the Empire, Colonel.
Balmora will too, before long. Please, don't make this hard. Surrender or die. Those are your options.
What do you get for your part in this?
When the Empire came, the Republic fought, lost, and left. Balmora needs order, stability, and power to survive. Our future is with the Empire.
You can't truly believe that. Help me defeat the Imperials.
The Republic didn't learn anything from being outmatched. You're no different. Hear that, Beck? Your backups refuse to surrender. Don't make the same mistake.
Lightsaber.
Hello? Please tell me someone won that firefight.
The Imperials are dead. The spaceport's secure.
I just hope their dead equals ours. Colonel Merrick was respected and revered all over Balmorra. If word of this gets out, we'll lose face. And that means losing support and manpower.
You coward. Weak and spineless, just like the Republic.
The Colonel was once a hero. Let him die like one. Kill him and put him in with the others. I'll say he fell in combat.
Killing the Colonel won't bring your men back. He lives.
I thank you for that. Maybe you can pass some of that spine over to Balmorra.
Despite the Colonel's best efforts, you've won us the spaceport. Sobrik will be a battlefield for a few days, but we'll get it under control. Meet me back at the Troida workshop. I'll be waiting.
I brought you the toxin samples.
Perfect. These ought to have everything I need to get started on that vaccine.
Just be quick about it.
Don't worry, you'll be butting heads with Imperials in no time, Major. And then we'll work on clearing out the toxins without damaging the soil.
When do you think the farmlands will finally be restored?
Hard to say. Probably can't start until the Imperials are gone. But at least the option is there. You showed a lot more insight than the rest of these Republic knuckleheads.
I managed to retrieve all of the data recorders.
Perfect timing, too. Evelyn just finished dressing my wounds. Not too shabby, Private.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Once that intel gets analyzed, the fleet will finally start making some headway on this planet.
I'm glad to have been a part of it.
I'll transmit this data back to base. We should be able to step up our offensive any day now.
It's over. Sobrik is free. I didn't think I'd live to see it. Of course, all the talk is about a Balmorran hero turned Imperial. We look like idiots. There'll be desertions. Colonel Merrick's rotting away in a secure storage room. Once the Empire's gone, he'll get a proper jail cell.
A lot of Balmorrans died today. Colonel Merrick would have been one too many.
I can't really fault you for doing what you thought was right. Winning Sobrik didn't go exactly as planned. But with the city free, people will know it's only a matter of time before they're free too. Commander Medine wants to speak with you. We've got him waiting on comm-call.
Did the commander say what it was about?
He didn't say, and I didn't pry. Balmorra will never forget what you did for us. Thank you again.
Commander Medine, I was told you wanted to speak with me.
Sobrik is free, and we have you to thank. A battalion should be in the city soon, though it'll be a long slog. You've proven your commitment to Balmorra and the Republic. I've been authorized to ask for your help with a top-secret mission.
We've already invaded Imperial territory and liberated Sobrik. What's left?
The Republic didn't even know this objective existed until the Empire forced us off-world. The Balmorrans hid it well. Let me introduce Dr. Karsiri, a scientist at the Balmorran Arms Factory.
Lead scientist now, actually. Not that that matters. I don't lead armies or free cities like you.
Dr. Karsiri is braver than he admits. He's working on the whole reason the Empire's fighting for Balmorra, the Barrager planetary defense system.
You're taking a big risk talking to us, Doctor.
With the Barrager, the Empire could hold Balmorra hostage forever. The Barrager can destroy an entire orbiting fleet without launching a single ship. The host planet becomes an impenetrable fortress.
We can't do anything to the Barrager unless we can control it. For that, we need someone who knows the weapon inside and out.
The weapons designers are Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They refused to work for the Empire and were imprisoned in the Gorinth Brig.
Are you certain they're alive?
The Gorinth Brig holds people who are inconvenient, not damned.
Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis are the only people who can get us the Barrager. They must get out of the Gorinth Brig safely. My scout West Durga is on the Gorinth Plateau. Speak with him. He'll know how to get inside and free the doctors.
Be careful, Dr. Karsiri, or you might be next.
Don't worry. Being a real-life traitor is making me extra cautious. Keep me updated, Commander. I'll do what I can to keep the Empire busy here. Good luck.
Jungubed, stabo lutumul nuns unzaktas. Musutugu, no gushle zoruku.
Commander Maydeen said you knew how to get inside.
Provata kahal gurefes, sugurututa selvagu.
Violence only begets more violence.
Pronteza banhal, kufjuen quatma. Ul qualuta meta jurher fut persono jormola. Uma, ormalo mentu gorastuk.
I've got the access key to the Gorinth brig.
Uma, ormalo mentu gorastuk. Rugul afnamul konfu ensesquenu unswat.
What else can you tell me?
Junstabu fu qualanqua, persana hora.
Sounds like a real pleasant crowd.
Kahandu veo nedzi unquejo levutu. Jonulu hagan data lamutu ondota joestakon.
You lied to me, Alia. You promised to keep us safe. Where was your protection when we needed it?
I'm sorry, Sedge. We lost some good people too, but we'll fix this. Master Jedi. You see, Command is taking this seriously. With a Jedi's help, your people will be rescued in no time.
Back up a second. Has someone been kidnapped?
Balmoran villagers. You didn't know? Then, you aren't from Republic Command. I'm Alia Selray, Republic Ambassador to the Balmoran people. It's my job to make sure civilians are kept safe during the war.
Safe? Republic Command doesn't supply enough soldiers to keep a child safe.
Sedge is one of the local leaders. He stepped up after the others were wiped out, but what he says is true.
Republic soldiers were supposed to escort us to a safe zone. But Mandalorian mercenaries attacked, wiped your people out, killed half of my village, and kidnapped the rest!
We need to get out there and bring your people back.
That monster has probably sold them off by now.
The leader of the Mandalorians is Manta Dre. They work for the Empire. But Manta has a slave trade operating on the side.
He has gotten away with his crimes for too long.
I agree, but our main priority is getting those villagers back before they're shipped off-world. Taking Manta down would be a bonus. Besides, if we fail in this, the Balmorans may withdraw their support for the Republic.
Get the safe zone ready. I'll have those Balmorans out in no time.
Watch your back out there. The Mandalorians are better trained than the Empire soldiers. They have snipers, shock troops, everything. They've set up camp outside the city. That's where they'll be holding the prisoners. Good luck.
It's no use. You need an extractor's ID card to operate that elevator.
Don't worry about the elevator. Tell me how to open this cell.
Get out of here while you still can. The extractors will be back any...
Not very chatty now, are you, old man?
Looks like we have a security breach. And some new prisoners.
The extractors are dead? And you saved us. I can't believe it.
Do you need medical attention?
I've never felt better. I could run circles around this prison. Or, you know, kilometers away from it. I know Lieutenant Vecker rarely leaves his interrogation rooms on the lower level. He keeps the most valuable prisoners close by. Here, take the extractor's ID card. If you're looking to free someone else, you'll have to get onto the lower level to do it.
Get to the Republic outpost and find West Durga. He'll help you.
I'm getting out of here before more extractors show up. Good luck to you.
Idiots! Did none of you think to stop an intruder? Or are we issuing invitations? No matter. You won't disrupt the work I'm doing to stabilize Balmorra.
Call this torture what you will. It ends here.
I must maintain order. Fear discourages rebellion. Whether you're here out of some misguided attempt to save these criminals, or you're after Republic interests, you won't succeed. The Gorinth Brig and everyone in it serves the Empire. They live for it, they die for it.
Release the prisoners and you can go free.
And start a planet-wide riot. No wonder the Republic's falling apart. Disarm the intruder. Alive if possible. Dead as an example.
We're about to break your record, boss.
Dr. Malin? Dr. Ortis?
Dr. Ortis, just give me a minute to catch my breath. I thought that fight would never end.
Forgive him. His whole experience has been traumatic. Dr. Meln at your service.
I can't believe you went to these lengths to rescue us. Thank you.
I was told you designed the Barrager. I hope I'm not wrong.
The Empire imprisoned us because of the Barrager. Now the Republic set us free. I think I know why you're here. The Barrager is an incredibly complicated and well-protected weapon, as designed. Luckily, our design notes are in contraband. We can use Lieutenant Vecker's credentials to override the security system and get those files. It'll lock down afterwards, of course, but we'll have what we need.
Can the override do anything else?
Change prison operations, security settings, nothing that's gonna help us now. With our files, we can create a foolproof spike for the Republic, guaranteed to get control of the Barrager.
Wait just a minute. What about all those prisoners? You might have forgotten everything we've seen here, Doctor, but I haven't. This is our chance to destroy this terrible place. We have to use that override to let these people go. As for the Barrager, we'll figure out something.
The Gorinth Briggs caused enough suffering.
You may have just single-handedly condemned the Republic.
The thanks of 1,000 prisoners should make up for it. The override worked. Every security field in the Gorinth Brig has failed. We should get to a shuttle. Dr. Meln and I will do our best to get something together for the Barrager spike. Thank you.
I see you were successful. We're going to leak word that the Empire tried to sell Balmorans as slaves, and how the Republic rescued them. Because of what you did, we may actually gain support. Thank you.
It was the least I could do.
We could do with more of that kind of help around here.
I have been doubting the Republic. It seemed you were using us to satisfy grudges against the Empire. But you have restored my faith in the Republic's motives. You didn't have to go into the mercenary camp, but you did. You saved my people, and for that, I thank you. Farewell.
Ugal unkas, ut termo nulu umma.
Did Dr. Meln and Dr. Ordis make it back?
Gahal ravul asjon urwet untumata. Juguhu zuza haga, noexa nunsa bahala.
I'm glad you're back. We've got no time to waste. Dr. Meld and Dr. Ordis have created the Barrager spike. It's hacked together from memory, so they can't guarantee anything. We really could have used their research.
It's hard to ignore a prison full of innocent people.
You eliminated most of the prison staff. Once we had the Barrager, they wouldn't have waited long for a rescue. I just hope the spike works. The Barrager could prevent another Telos or Taris forever. The Republic must get control of it. Our plans hit a small snag. We've been unable to get in touch with Dr. Karsiri, the informant who started all this.
You suspect the Empire discovered him?
Dr. Karsiri's brilliant, but I doubt he has much experience covering his tracks. The Empire's massing their troops at the Balmoran arms factory. It's a battle from here on in. We've got to move forward, with or without Dr. Karsiri. My technician Len Carter's been working on locating the Barrager. He's waiting for you at the Sundari outpost.
Tell Em I'll be there as soon as possible.
I'll keep trying to contact Dr. Karsiri. I'll let you know if I hear from him. Medine out.
I'm looking for Lem Karner.
You found him. Good thing, too. Now you can take this off my hands. It's the Barrager spike. Commander Medine sent it over. Your job is to use that to take control of the Barrager. My job is to find it for you.
I guess there's been no word from Dr. Karsiri.
Not a peep. That's why you're dealing with an old tech like me. Takes a lot of power to destroy a fleet. I can trace where it's going and locate the Barrager that way. But the Empire's got power-hungry contraptions all over this battlefield. As long as they're up, I can't get a clear reading. Get me?
What are these contraptions?
Signal jammers, security fields, wartime technology they're hoping will keep the Republic back. Empire's recalled their full forces here. Republic's doing all they can, but you've got a literal army to get through. Watch yourself. Knock out everything the Empire's got running. Hook this power monitor up to their primary sensor grid, and we'll find your weapon.
If the Empire advances, retreat. I'll figure things out.
I was a front lines tech in the Battle of Bathawi. This is nothing. As soon as I've got a lock on the Barrage's location, I'll calm you. Stay safe out there.
Good work. Signal's coming in, clear as a bell. Most of the power's being drawn to the administrative complex of the Balmoran Arms Factory. The Barrager must be there.
An administrative complex doesn't sound so threatening.
Don't be so sure. Probably plenty of security is still standing between you and the Barrager. I've got Commander Medine on hold for you. If we don't meet again, well, for Balmora's sake, I hope we do.
Looks like we were both hard at work. You've got the Barrager's location. I've got Dr. Karsiri.
Good thing, too. The Barrager lab's been fortified beyond recognition. Freeing the Gorinth Brig prisoners must have put a scare into the Empire. They're driving us hard to finish the weapon.
The Empire's made Darth Minax our overseer. She was a slave driver before, but now, any minor setback is grounds for execution.
Sith are deadly and unpredictable. Be cautious.
She's a real live, red-skinned Sith nightmare. Without their research, Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis couldn't have anticipated our progress. There's some vital extra steps to making their hack work.
I trust you have a strategy.
Use the barrager spike on the subsystem controllers, then on the main power core. It'll allow full control when you arrive.
No one will forget what you've done for Balmorra, Doctor.
I only did what any Balmorran would have done. I'd better get back before Darth Minax comes looking. I hope to meet you in person soon.
This is it. Follow Dr. Karsiri's instructions and get to the barrager. Medine out.
I'm sorry, Darth Minax. I had the codes put in place, but the locks seem to have failed.
Half the Imperial army, and still the Republic gets inside. Secure the weapon! You found the barrager designers among the rest of the rabble you freed, didn't you? Pathetic, idiotic Republic luck.
You have no power here. The Empire's lost the barrager and Balmorra.
The Republic's won, have they? Was it at Sobrik? The destroyed Gorint brig, perhaps? That festering island you call Bugtown? Balmorra belongs to the Empire. The barrager will only remove all doubt. You were very foolish to come here. Perhaps now you'll understand why.
Take that!
Come in, Dr. Karsiri. Is anyone there?
We're here, Commander. Darth Minax and the other Imperials are dead. The barrager's ready to accept your spike.
Excellent. Use the barrager spike to get control. I'm sending a recovery crew to take over operations.
To take over? But the barrager is a threat to Balmorra. It must be destroyed, you know that!
The Empire will never have control of the barrager again.
The Empire was never the problem. The barrager itself caused this mess. Destroying a fleet takes every bit of power a planet can give. Solar, geothermal, hydro. If it's part of Balmorra, it's powering the barrager. It will leave the planet an empty shell with nothing left to defend. The Empire wanted the barrager so they could hold Balmorra forever. Now I see the Republic does too. Commander Medine lied to us.
Is this true, Commander?
Whatever your assumptions, Doctor, I made it clear that we needed to get control of the barrager.
You never said the Republic planned to use it!
You really think we'd destroy something that could prevent another Telos, Taris, or Coruscant? Save millions of lives and guarantee a Republic victory? This war's not over. I can feel it. I know the cost is high, but the barrager could make sure the Republic wins that war. We have to claim it.
We can't sacrifice one planet to save another.
Blast it! Do you realize what you're doing? You've given the Empire a second chance!
The barrager's power core is overloading. We have to evacuate.
Next.
Done. Lightsaber jerk.
The Imperials still have stockpiles here. We need 2 squads up on the Gorin Plateau. You're back. We're in the middle of final troop deployment. The Empire's lost, but they're attacking on their way out. I don't think you realize what you've done. If we had the Barrager, the Imperials wouldn't have fired another shot.
The Empire's on Balmorra to win. We're here to help.
I wanted to give the Republic the best shot I could at defeating the Empire. Were you there when the Empire attacked Coruscant? They came out of nowhere, and we couldn't do anything about it. The Empire invaded Balmorra. I promised myself that it would end here. Can you blame me?
Such actions would make you no better than your enemies.
I know. Fast and easy never won a war. I fooled myself into thinking this could be different. I'm glad it was you making the call and not me. When you spend your life fighting, it's easy to forget why. You secured the Barrager, stormed the Gorinth Brig, freed Silbrick. The Republic is completely in your debt.
The Empire has to learn that independent worlds aren't theirs to take.
Balmora's been an effective lesson. If war breaks out, the Republic will be ready. There's a lot of work ahead, but Balmora's free. That's what's important. Good luck to you.